Welcome student. Today we want to perform the activity, that is second activity, seconds pendulum. In seconds pendulum we want to determine the length of a seconds pendulum. But for that, first of you, all of you knows that meaning of seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum means the pendulum having time period is 2 seconds. Once, the definition of seconds pendulum. The pendulum having time period is 2 seconds called as the seconds pendulum. Right? So this will be the definition of seconds pendulum. But basically, seconds pendulum is a simple pendulum. Again, we know that the definition of simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is the arrangement in which the heavy metallic sphere, this heavy metallic sphere which is suspended from the rigid support through the inextensible, flexible and massless string, right? Then such arrangement called as the simple pendulum. Here we want to determine the length of a seconds pendulum, right? For that, first of here we want to measure the radius of a metallic sphere, that is also called as the bob. Here we want to measure the radius of this metallic sphere using the vernier caliper. So first of you know that how to use the vernier caliper, because of you have already learned in 11th standard, that is use of vernier caliper. So using that vernier caliper we want to measure the radius of this metallic sphere, right? Now we want to measure the diameter of metallic sphere, right? For that here we want to use this vernier caliper. So you know that the least count of vernier caliper is 0.01 centimeter. See here, the least count of, that is LC of vernier caliper, which is equal to the 0.01 centimeter. It means that using this vernier caliper, so we measure minimum reading is 0.01 centimeter, right? So using this we want to measure the diameter of this metallic sphere. After diameter we calculate the radius of a metal sphere, right? So here, first of here we want to insert this metallic sphere in between the lower jaws of this vernier caliper. See here, in this way we want to insert the metallic sphere. Then now here we want to take the main scale reading on this vernier caliper. See here, the first line of the vernier scale block. So this will be the vernier scale block. Here this will be the first line. The position of first line on this main scale, which is lies between the 1.3 and 1.4 here. See here, right? So here completed reading is there 1.3. So that's why here on MSR we want to write down the 1.3, right? After that we want to take the coincide division. Here if we see the coincide division, then here third line of the vernier scale, which is completely coincide with the one of the line of the main scale. Here number of line is there third, so division is 2. So that's why here coincide division is 2. So here we want to write down the coincide division. Here coincide division is simply 2. Then VSRH, what you get there? This 2 and LC. The value of LC is 0.01. So 0.01 into the 2 means what you get there? 0.02. Right? Then we want to write down the total reading. So total reading is 1.3 plus 0.02. Right? So what you get there? 1.32. Right? So this will be the total reading of this metallic sphere. But your total reading is nothing but the diameter of that metallic sphere. Right? So we want to convert the diameter into the radius. We know the formula of radius. So R, which is equal to the diameter upon simply 2. Here this will be the diameter. Right? This 1.32 represents the diameter. And now we want to dividing by the 2. So what you get there? 1.32 upon simply 2. So what you get there? So 132 upon 2 is, what you get there? There 0.651, right? Centimeter. So this is the radius. But here least count is, that is 0.01. It means that after decimal point we get only the 2 digits, that 0 and 1. So that's why here again we want to take that radius h. After decimal point we want to take only 2 digits. So that's why 0.65 centimeter. Right? So here the radius of the metallic sphere is simply 0.65 centimeter. Now we want to write down this reading on the observation table. See here. See here the observation table. See here the observation table of the second pendulum. See here. Here the radius of bob is, we want to write down that, and that radius is here simply 0.65 centimeter. Right? And again here the period of second pendulum which is given, that is a 2 seconds. And now we want to measure the time. We want to measure the time for the 2020 oscillations. For at that times the length of the string is there 80, 90 and 100 centimeter. So here we want to take the first one. Right? If we see this observation table, then we get the number of columns. In the first column there observations are given, that is observation number 1, 2, 3. Now in the second column we get the length of the string. Here the length of the string is given, that is 80, 90 and 100 centimeter. In the third one the length of the pendulum, that is L, which is equal to the small l plus r. Right? Here this will be the small l and small r is nothing but the radius of the bob or metallic sphere. Right? So here, so the reading of this one is what you get there 80 plus 0.65. So here what you get there 80.65 centimeter. So this will be the length of the pendulum. For this length here, we want to measure the time for 20 oscillations, right? So we want to take that. See student, we want to measure the length of string of a simple pendulum. For the first observation, here we want to take the length of the string is 80 centimeter. See here, we want to measure that length from this point of suspension to the up to this one, right? That is the up to the metallic sphere. We want to measure that. See, for that, we want to measure that length just like this one. See here. See here. See here. The length of the string is there 80 centimeter up to this one. Here, the length of the string is there 80 centimeter. See here. The length of that string up to the metallic sphere is there 80 centimeter. See here. This length is there 80 centimeter. Right? So, after that, after measuring for this experiment, here we use the scale. Here, the use of the scale is, here we want to oscillate this pendulum in a plane. Right? So, in a plane, for that here we keep the scale. And again, we measure the amplitude of that oscillations also. Right? So, that's why here we keep the scale. But again, the position of the scale is horizontal.